Welcome back to Columbia Auto Service. Another beautiful day here in Mississippi, South Mississippi. Today we have a Honda Pilot. Customer came in a couple of weeks ago, last week, and made an appointment. Said he had a little bit of a misfire to it and just wanted me to do a tune-up on it. So I don't know. We may or may not get it to misfire. He didn't want me to diagnose. He just wanted me to put spark plugs in it, but I would really like to diagnose it before I just put some spark plugs in and see if I can get it to misfire, run rough, because my experience is anytime somebody thinks they just need a tune-up, they just think that's gonna fix it, and usually it don't. But anyway, let's get in it and see if we can duplicate the concern, and then we'll go from there. It is a 2010 Honda Pilot with a 3.5 in it, and it does have 142,530 miles on it. There is a check engine light on, so maybe it's got a misfire code sitting in it. Let's see if we can feel anything. Put a little load on it. No, put it down in a second. Try reverse. I can't get it to miss here in the stall. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get us a scan tool and see what that check engine light, what they're talking about. And then if it doesn't give us any kind of misfire codes, we'll look for some misfire data on the scan tool, and we'll go see if we can drive it and see if we can get it to duplicate. All right, our codes, just we do have some misfire codes. We got a 302, number 2, 303, number 3, and a 300, a random misfire. Yeah, I don't know. I need to get it to misfire. I would love to see it to misfire. Let's see if we can find some data on misfires. All right, I found some misfire data. I don't know if we'll get it to misfire here in the stall or not. But we'll try again. No, it's not missing here under a load. I wonder where number 2 and 3 is. Probably underneath the intake. Yeah, 2 and 3 is going to be in the back. Underneath the cover. Underneath the cover. Oh, we got a little rat or a squirrel living in here. They might have some chewed up wires back there. Well, I think I can feel the coils underneath the intake, so that's a good thing. It's just underneath this wiring harness right here. But we got a little creature living in here somewhere. I don't see rat pellets, so that may be a squirrel. All right, I had swapped out scan tools. I had that little Harbor Freight scan tool. It's good for a second backup scan tool, but you can't hardly beat this all tail. But anyway, I got the misfires pulled up on here. It's got a number 2 and 13 misfires total. Number 3 is 224. So that's not very many misfires. So I don't know. We'll go drive it and see if we can get some data to pull up. See if we can catch it misfiring. See what it feels like anyway. It's misfiring right now on number 3. Just taking off down the road. I just pulled out the parking lot. So we definitely got a misfire on number 3. I think I can, it's not under the intake manifold, so I believe I can just reach back there and swap that number 3 coil. Probably take that number 3 coil and that number 3 spark plug out and move them somewhere else. Just to make sure it's a spark plug or a coil issue, because I'd hate to go through there and change out all his spark plug and him still have a misfire. There's a number 3 coil. It smells like a bad coil. It's got some burnt spots on the end of it right there. We'll move this one to the front. Which this one looks the same way. It's number 1, 2, 3. This number 6. He might need a set of coils too. Anyway, this one will go back there. I'm gonna put it right here for now. See if we can get a spark plug out. All right, I got the spark plug loose. It's right up underneath these heater hoses, and these heater hoses are hot. And I didn't go far. Let's see if we can get the spark plug out of there. What happened to my socket? I guess I get my socket with my magnet screwdriver. Oh, it's hot down in there. Let's see, here comes a spark plug. Now I don't have it loose. Man, that cylinder's hot down there. Okay, a few more turns, maybe it'll be loose. It'd be nice to have a spark plug socket that would hold my spark plug. They don't never work though. I remember a guy I used to work with had one that was magnetic. I've always been meaning to go to get one. I think he got it from AutoZone, but I never have. Okay, here's a hot spark plug. What's that look like? It looks hot. It feels hot. All right. I'm gonna put the spark plug in number 6. right, I'm gonna put the coil in number 5. Okay, so I moved the coil from 3 to 5. I moved the plug from 3 to 6. Now we'll get it all buttoned back up and go drive and see where our misfire moved to. So just sitting here, getting ready to go on my little test drive. We do have a misfire on number 6. So number 6, that's where the spark plug went. So imagine that. If I would have just went ahead and done what the customer wanted and changed all the spark plugs, we would have been right. But that's the way it goes. But if I would have not checked it and made sure that it was a spark plug, and I would have just changed all his spark plugs like he wanted me to do, then it would have still had a misfire afterwards, and I would have looked like the idiot. So, but now since he didn't really want me to diagnose it, I can't charge him for any diagnosing time. But anyway, so it needs a set of spark plugs. And which Hondas are got some pretty good coils. I don't have a lot of problems with Honda coils. I do remember a Honda with a 3.5 that kept having spark plugs getting fouled out. I forget why it was doing it. It was some kind of recall Honda may have had, so I need to go check bulletins. Why is my camera so foggy? Anyway, I need to go check for bulletins and see, because he may be having that issue, because there was a 3.5, it was a Honda Odyssey minivan, and I don't remember the year model, but it kept fouling a certain spark plug, I think because it was getting oil in the cylinder or something. But there was a bulletin on it. So let me go, before I call him, let me just go check for bulletins. Why is it so phasey on there? Maybe it's just the glare. It's the glare of the sun is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna put a fan on it, let it cool down while we go look for bulletins and price him out some spark plugs. All right, there is a bulletin on it. It's not the bulletin I was talking about unless it's changed since then. Anyways, DTC's P0300 to P0304, and we had a 300, a 302, and a 303. 2009 to 10 pilots, all of them. One or more spark plugs may be fouled. With those codes, replace any fouled spark plugs and update the PCM. So I think this is probably the same situation they were having then. They just changed the bulletin. Instead of doing an engine repair, they just updated PCM, I think, but I don't remember what the cause was. And this bulletin doesn't say anything about why to update the PCM. It just says to change the spark plugs and update the PCM. And it gives you a picture of the good spark plugs and the bad spark plugs. But anyway, I'll go ahead and price out the spark plugs, and I'll see if he wants me to, I'll go ahead and call and see if he wants me to set up a time to get his PCM updated, because I won't be able to do that today, but I can go ahead and get his spark plugs changed out. All right, I've ate lunch, done an oil change on a minivan out there. Got some spark plugs. I have not called the customer though. I believe I'll just go ahead and do his tune-up like he wants, and then I'll call him, let him know it's ready to come pick it up, and I'll let him know when I call him. And the bulletin wants him to program his PCM and see if he wants me to set up an appointment to do that. Anyway, I'll go ahead and get these 6 spark plugs changed out and should take care of his problem, just like he wanted. Sometimes the customer is right. All right, the 3 on the left are the ones from the back. 1, 2, and 3. And they're the ones they were saying the P0300 to the P0304, and one of these over on the right side would be number 4. Probably that first one in line right there, but you can see how fouled out the 3 on the left are. See, I'm gonna go ahead and advise the customer that we need to program that PCM for whatever kind of update it is Honda's got on it to keep from fouling these plugs, whether it's a longer burn time on the coils or whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go test drive it, make sure it's good to go, and I'll call him and let him know all that. And I guess that's where I'm gonna end this video right here. Well, we appreciate you for watching for Columbia Auto Service. It's 2010 Honda Pilot. Customers are usually right sometimes. We appreciate you and we'll see you next time.